Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We're out here at the compost pile. Got something a little different to show you today. This is an Appleton No.8 Fodder Chopper. Some people have also called these forage choppers, but when this one was marketed in the early 1900s, it's a fodder chopper. That's how they described it. Fodder meaning food. So you would basically run things through this thing to get chopped up. In this case, we're doing the corn stalks today. Fall day, leaves are starting to come off the trees, so starting to clean the garden out. And we got the corn stalks here, and they're going to be run through this, and they're going to be chopped up. So it's a, like I said, very old machine, probably early 1900s. We have this hand crank here that powers it. Corn stalks will be fed in right here. Inside this area, kind of hard to see because of the glare, there's a couple of feed rollers that help to pull it in. And of course, under here is the knives. So when you turn this crank, your feed rollers are going to start pulling the corn stalks in. Corn stalks are then ran through the knives where they'll be chopped up, and they'll come out down this chute right here and just come out the back end of it. You can see it's geared down pretty well, so I don't have to turn the crank very fast to get the knives spinning at a pretty good speed. And the knives are also attached to that large flywheel right there, which helps to maintain the momentum. Takes a little bit of the load off of the poor person that's turning the hand crank, and helps keep everything spinning kind of on its own of its own power a little bit. So these knives are pretty sharp. You just got to be careful back in here. Good to keep the door closed whenever you're using it. And we have some gears over here. We have 3 different speed gears here for however you want, however fast you want this thing to operate. We're using the intermediate gear right in the middle right now. And this lever right here takes some of the gearing out of play, which disables this upper feed roller in here in case you don't need any assistance pulling whatever material you're chopping into the knives. But for these corn stalks, it'll actually keep that engaged so that it'll help pull them in a little bit. So anyway, we've got all the corn stalks here on the tractor. It's time to start cranking on this thing. I'll show you how it works. So we'll get some corn stalks ready. Usually only run through about 3 or 4 at a time. Get some speed up and start feeding them in. A lot of it feeds out the back there. Seems to chop them pretty well. You'll get tired doing this for half the day. So after you've cranked on this for a while, you get to where it is right here, where the stuff that you've already chopped starts balling up behind the machine, and you get to take the pitchfork and clear it out from the machine and throw it on the pile. And you'll love this part of it because this is your break. There, break's over. Time to get cranking again. In case you ever wondered why a lot of the old pioneers never smiled in the pictures that people took of them, this is probably why. So here we are. We've got quite a bit of corn chopped and thrown into the compost pile here. That was 5 loads total with the little Ford out of the garden. But got it all done. It was a whole lot of cranking. And of course there is a lot to clean on this now. But I'll get it all cleaned up, oiled up, get all this stuff out of here. And we'll get it put back away, stored away for another year. So this little chopper works pretty well. Guys, as always, I thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Hope to see you next time.